bro. Where you get this from? IceCartel? That's hard as fuck.
Hey guys, welcome back to IceCartel. Today I'm showing you a custom piece made for BigXthaPlug in collaboration with IceCartel. So BigXthaPlug just dropped his new album called Take Care, and he hit up IceCartel to make a custom diamond piece. Because when you listen to Take Care, you understand that it's about more than just music. It's about growth, self-reflection, and elevating as a person. So we wanted to use this piece to capture the true essence of his journey and where he's going. After the initial consultation, we got straight to work and we broke it down into 3 key elements. So the first thing we did, we took BigX's portrait and we sculpted it in a 3D, and we made sure we got every detail right. Next, we drew inspiration from his album cover and brought that to life. And finally, we took it to the next level by including his whole track list at the back of the pendant. So this piece isn't just a regular pendant, but a timestamp of his career locked in solid gold. Once the initial sketches were done, we sat down with BigXthaPlug and his team to make sure everything was to his liking. We then fine-tuned the design to make sure it captured everything he envisioned, and after weeks of planning, we had the blueprint for something legendary. Now let's get into the real details, because when we say this piece is legendary, we mean it. So every single piece was handmade from scratch to make this piece stand out, just like BigX himself. First off, let's talk about the size. So this pendant is about 5 inches tall and weighs about 13 pounds in solid gold. That's heavier than a PlayStation 5, bro. You rock this? This isn't just some lightweight piece. This is some boss level status piece. You're carrying about 6 kilos of solid gold around your neck. Now look at the face. We sculpted this whole thing with 3D, with every single small detail of his portrait on this piece. The hair, the eyes, the lips, the mouth, every single little detail is here, and it shows. What makes this pendant even more legendary? It has to be the back. Every single pendant or piece you see right now has some engraving or maybe even a logo, but not BigX. BigX has the whole track list for his new Take Care album engraved into the back of the piece. That means that every single track and song that BigX put on Take Care is forever locked into gold. This isn't a regular piece. It's a real trophy piece. Trust me. Now, let's talk about the diamond setting. Over 6,800 VVS diamonds set into this piece right here. All hand placed one by one in a honeycomb setting, meaning every stone is perfectly set with no gaps and no wasted space. And that's how you get that seamless flood look that has ice hitting from every angle. We mixed baguettes and brilliant cut diamonds to give it that crazy look that you can see right here. You have the sharp edges on the baguettes and the insane shine on the brilliant cuts. And in case you were wondering, of course it passes the diamond tester. This took over 3 weeks worth of work, from the first sketch to the final polish. Every single step had to be precise, from the casting to the setting of the 6,800 diamonds by hand. Step 1, we started with the CAD design and the 3D modeling. We started with a full sketch, then we moved on to the 3D render. That ensures that every single part of BigX's face is captured in precise detail. We had to get the depth right. Every feature had to be accurate. Now we move on to step 2, gold casting. Once the 3D design was finished, we melted down about 13 pounds of solid gold and poured that into the custom molds, thick and built to last generations. And after the casting, we went into the precision tools, and this is when we smoothed the surface, fine-tuned the details, and inlaid the holes for the diamonds. And that brings us to step 3, the diamond setting. Over 6,800 VVS pure diamonds were hand set in a honeycomb formation to give it that wall-to-wall shine. Each stone had to be cut and set perfectly to make sure there were no gaps or wasted space. The baguette cuts gave it that structured, sharp edge, while the brilliant cuts gave it that extreme shine, which is the engraving and the final polish. The last step was adding the track list for Take Care to the back of the pendant piece, ensuring that each name of the song came out perfectly and was edged in gold forever. And once that was done, we went into the polishing, and that's when we made sure it was polished perfectly so it shines from wall to wall. When the piece was finally done, that's when we flew out to Miami to meet with BigX in our Miami showroom. BigX pulled up, and from the second he sat down, you could see he was ready. His team knew that this was going to be a special moment, but when it's finally time to open that box, it just hits different. He unboxed the chain, and the second he saw it, his face said it all. This ain't just a chain, it's his whole journey locked in gold forever. The BigX threw the chain on, of course, and you could just tell he was feeling it. The way the diamonds hit under the showroom lights, from the size, the detail, you could tell that was a milestone moment. But BigX came through and got one of the hardest custom pieces in the game right now. The question is, who's next? If you want a fully custom, one-of-one piece, then IceCartel is where you go to get it. We take your vision and we turn it into the next level. BigX got his, now come get yours. Schedule a meeting with one of our jewelers at icecartel.com or hit us at IceCartel on Instagram, and let's get to work. Hey.